There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not reached perfection in love. 1 John 4:18. The video listed here in red is the symptoms for which this video is part of the correction. It can be found on the DIY with Dave channel. So one issue that I found when I started to try to drive the car is that it was behaving very strangely, and when I got out on the road, the tires were squealing like crazy. And so I decided to come back and check the alignment. And to do that, I just took a tape measure and measured from this side of the wheel, say to the inside of the groove, and from the other tire. So I had somebody put the tape measure in the same place on the front and the back of the tire, and then I measured to this. And so I guess, I did count the number of turns on the outer tie rods, but I guess there was so much wear the last time that it was aligned that it was so far out that when I got good solid joints in there again, it was about 1.5 inches difference between the front and the back of the spot that I measured. So we put the tape measure on this side of the tire, and then we moved over to this side of the tire and used the same method. And sidewalk chalk is really helpful to keep yourself straight. And okay, so what you do to adjust it is you loosen this jam nut here so that this turns freely, and then you use the flats on the inner tie rod shaft here. It's a 13 millimeter wrench, and you just turn this, and I made a mark on it so I could keep track of how many revolutions I was going. And so I just turned it like one turn at a time, and then checked, and I did the same adjustment to both sides just to try to keep it even, so I wasn't taking one wheel way out of balance, because I had the same number of turns on each side. So that was the way I attempted to do it, to get a rough adjustment on it. And then I adjusted it until I got the same measurement on the front of the tire and the back of the tire. And then I have actually just slightly more on the back of the tire, because I think you want the toe to be a little bit pointed in. But obviously this is not a professional alignment, so but I'm gonna check it and see. Hopefully that real squirrely feeling when you were trying to drive it went away.